Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your spirit guide message, money, and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive in now, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus, and see what your spirit guide has to say about money and career. And if you have noticed, this reading isn't dated because whenever you come across it is the exact right time that Spirit wants you to hear this message. Okay, so now let's get started. I'm going to be taking your Spirit Guide animal cards and I'm going to be moving them over to the side. This I'll be using in a few minutes. Well, not in a few minutes. No, actually not at all. I will be using this at the end of the reading, layering it on top of the tarot to give you deeper insights and deeper understandings as to what's going on. And I'm just going to take your fairy guidance and your witchling cards and your fairy guidance over to the side and using these in just a moment. So let's see now, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what Spirit has in store for you. Aquarius. Spirit guide message, money and career for Aquarius. Spirit guide message, money and career, 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 Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, at the center of everything, Aquarius, we have the Page of Cups. That is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. The Knight of Swords, now that represents you. You are an air sign energy. You're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. You're represented by the star card in the major arcana. You're very much in a spirit of action at this time. Then we have the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, very much at your heart and at your roots, a sense of study, a sense of learning new things. Then you have the Hermit, of Virgo energy. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands, as you're clarifying, at your crown. The Four of Wands, at your heart. And the Nine of Wands, at your root. This is all about career. Wands, for me, represent career. Pentacles, of course, represent money, prosperity. Swords are the mind, and cups are the heart. So now let's see what your fairy guidance has to say. Aquarius. Spirit guide message, money and career for Aquarius. Spirit guide message, money and career for Aquarius. We have Spirit, which is fantastic. And we have intuition. Spirit is really guiding your intuition at this time. So when you get a gut feel, when you're thinking about something and words or ideas just kind of pop into your head, just moving my camera so you can see a bit better. Things just kind of pop into your head. Really take hold of it. Don't say, oh my gosh, that's too silly, or what am I even thinking about, or why would I put those two things together? No, take the leap of faith and really listen to your mind and yourself. Spirit guide message, money and career, Aquarius. Spirit guide message, money and career, Aquarius. Right here, we have creativity, and then this one right here. We have vitality. By embracing your creativity, you're going to spark vitality within you and for you. So here we have creativity. And this says, creativity is a natural part of you that can ignite and develop. So this creativity that is going to be sparked inside of you will ignite and develop greater things, will lead you forward. Now the color that's shining through here is yellow. That's healing and cleansing your solar plexus chakra. As I said before, and as Spirit was saying before, listen to your gut, listen to your instinct at this time, because it's really going to help move you forward. Then we have vitality. And this says, vitality is the beaming force that gives energy and vigor to life. It is what's going to lead you forward. Right? There's going to be a spark that you are embracing that moves you forward to where it is that you truly want to be. The color that shines through here is orange. That's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra, relieving a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives that have been holding you back. Negativity that has been spoken over you, negativity that has been weighing deeply on your soul is what I'm seeing here. And that's what I'm seeing, and I know I'm jumping to the tarot just for a moment, but that's what I'm seeing with the Hermit really coming in. It's looking inward and seeing what has been holding you back and finding that light, because you have Spirit right here with you. It says Spirit is the flow of insight into the true self. You have Spirit opening her arms up to you, saying, I'm with you. I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. There we go. I get tongue-tied sometimes. I want you to succeed. I want you to move forward. I want you to have all the beauty that life has to offer. And by embracing Spirit, you open up your intuition. And intuition says, here, intuition is the ability to listen to your higher self. By the ability to listen to your higher self, you start to see that Spirit has open arms for you. Your spirit guide has open arms for you in the realm of money, in the realm of career, in the realm of you moving forward towards where you truly need to be, body, mind, and spirit. At the heart of everything is the Page of Cups. This is what you love. This is what you love opening up. This is you being a student of what you love, of what you desire, of where it is that you want to be, of who it is that you want to be, and how it is that you want to move forward. Again, also a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. All right? And so here I would pay very close attention. Spirit is saying, for the time period for you, Aquarius, and I know this sounds odd, but Spirit is saying, pay attention, Aquarius, to the time when Aquarius goes into Pisces, right? Now, I know whenever you come across this reading, it's going to be the time where you should pay attention to these dates. Now, the Aquarius time frame is, of course, January 20th to February 18th, and then the Pisces time frame is February 19th to March 20th. So whatever that time frame comes up for you, whenever you find this reading, whenever Spirit sends you this reading, pay attention to it. You know, it might be a year from now, right? Pay attention. Pay attention to that time frame, kind of circle things on your calendar, or just keep it in your mind, because there's something here that you're opening up. There's something here that knowledge is being poured to you, and you're starting to see the greater truth of what you desire. You're starting to see that the impossible becomes possible, because look at this. She has fish kind of flying past her. So that's impossible. Fish cannot be in the air. They can't breathe. So know here, there is something where by opening up your mind, by opening up your reason, by opening up your understanding, the impossible becomes possible. And you start moving forward towards your grace and towards your power. Then we have the Four of Wands. Now this opening up of your mind, this seeing new ideas, this leading with your heart. Why? Because we are emotional beings. I am of the firm belief that we are emotional beings. And if we do not listen to our hearts, we do not listen to ourselves. And we cannot connect with our souls. We cannot connect with Spirit. Because everything, I feel, everything that we encounter on this earth comes from our emotional truth. So here, you are studying it, you're learning how to express yourself more deeply, to move yourself forward in your truth and in your power. And this leads you to a celebration. This leads you to new job opportunities, right? This leads you to success within your career. This leads you to moving forward towards what you love, but this also leads you towards a commitment as binding as marriage, right? Because the Four of Wands is the minor arcana wedding card. So here, there is a sense of celebration. There is a sense of commitment. There is a sense of coming together and seeing the way that you want to move forward. Now, for some, it's starting your own business, right? That is, if you are in America, that is the American dream. It used to be owning a house. Now it is having your own business, right? If that isn't your dream, look at what your dream is. Look at where it is that you want to be. And look at, and I know this sounds rude and mean, and I do not mean it this way at all, but look at how you are sabotaging yourself to not achieve what it is that you want. I do it to myself. I know it. I can see it now, because there comes a moment where you have to be brutally honest with yourself. How do I want to move forward? How do I want my commitment to my life? This is a marriage to yourself. How do I want my marriage to my heart's truth? What I am learning that I desire for my wealth, for my career, for my prosperity, to move me forward. There's something here. Now, it might be that you want to make more and more money. Know that after you reach the point where you can pay all your bills, all right, and you can live not in a kind of dumpster fire existence, kind of everything is always on fire all the time, and you are putting out one horrible thing after another, one chaos after another, one fire after another. The quality of happiness, I'm not talking about the quality of the house that you live in, I'm talking about the quality of happiness does not increase. All right? Think about that. We want more and more money. More and more money will bring us happiness. But it has been proven scientifically that it does not increase. All right. So where do you start then? With your marriage to yourself. Where do you start then? With the happiness that you want. New job opportunities are coming. New prosperities are leading you forward. This will not happen if you sit on the couch eating chips and saying, don't worry, it'll come. But I'm never going to leave my house and I'm never going to be proactive. But it'll come. I'm going to do the same job that I hate day in and day out, and I will not do something to change it. Then it won't come. And I don't mean to be mean, but, sometimes I do speak plainly, and directly. So here, you need to open up to the marriage that you want, to what your heart desires, to the impossible, to the fish flying in the air, to the impossible becoming possible. And you are becoming a student of that. Why? Because we as human beings are put into nice little boxes when we are little. We are told what is make-believe, what is fantasy, what is reality, and how to differentiate those two, and never the two shall meet. But what about the people who have extraordinary careers? What about the people who get to live in their happiness? What they have dreamt of, what was once fantasy, becomes their reality. I highly suggest the vision board. Why? Because I also believe that we are highly visual people. Well, because we are visual hunters when it comes to how we evolved, but also because we need to remind ourselves of our dreams when life gets so hard that it is a burden just to get out of bed. And then you are crowned here with the Knight of Swords. That's you. You have a passion, you have an energy, you have a desire to move forward, to cut through doubts and fears, to know where it is that you want to be. You're going to act. In this time, it's going to be productively, or it can very well be unproductively, where you are acting and you just need to get things done. So be mindful of this at this time, where you can have this passion leading you forward, and it can be highly productive, or it can be highly overwhelming. But you're still going to act because you're going to be driven to act because you have here the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is moving you forward. The Eight of Wands is going after what you desire. The Eight of Wands is saying it's time for change, but because it is an 8, and an 8 is about, the number 8 is about steadfastness and commitment and understanding of things, you're going to need to see things. You're going to need to plan things out before you can fully embrace change, before you can fully embrace the way that you want to move forward. And as you do so, you're going to see things really start to come. So as you step back, as you look at what it is that you desire, as you see where it is that you want to be, you're going to need, Spirit is saying you're going to need to step back before you run forward into this change. So if you act too quickly, if you are too kind of gung-ho after what it is that you want, and you're like, listen, this is what I've been planning for, and I don't need to do any more planning, I'm sick and tired of it, now I just need to act. Well, sometimes you do. Sometimes you really do just need to act, to move yourself forward, to get to where it is that you want to be. And I'm excited for you because I see such fantastic change coming your way, and I want you to have that change. Spirit wants you to have that change. Spirit wants you to live the highest life possible. So here, make sure that you aren't acting simply out of frustration for a change to come. And you will know it. You will know it because you'll be like, I'm not really sure about this, but I just need to do something. What you need to do is you need to break things down. All right? You need to break things down into small, doable pieces. I want to change my job, or I want a better job, or I want the job of my dreams. I want my hobby to become my job. So you need to start spending time on it. Start focusing on it as if it were a job. But you can't spend as much time as it. Maybe you cannot spend as much time on it as if it were a full-time job. Maybe you can't do 2 full-time jobs at once because that's exhausting. But here, I see you being able to go after what it is that you desire, going after what it is that you want, and breaking it down into little pieces. I'll do it for 5 minutes today, or I'll look at this, what I truly want to be. Like, let's say you want to become a doctor or a nurse or something like that, and it's overwhelming, the whole thing that you have to go through. And it doesn't have to be that. That's just the first thing that popped into my head. But it's overwhelming. And if you start studying for the exam, you just start to feel like as if I'm going to fail. So what if you start cracking open the book for a minute every day? You're not going to get a lot of knowledge in your head, no, but you're going to start conquering that fear. And so for a week, it's a minute, but then it's 2 minutes, then it's 3 minutes, or for a day, it's a minute. And then each day you increase it until you get to the number that you want. With anything that you want, start like that. Start small. You want to write a book, start for a minute, writing every single day. All right, that becomes habit. Do 2 minutes. Then 3, painting, sculpting. Whatever it is that you want to do, wherever it is that you want to be, start small. Because you're going to be driven, and you need to focus this energy. You need to focus your mind, the cutting through doubts and fears, the knowing what it is that your heart wants, because your heart and your mind are coming into action, and it is driving your passion. The Page of Wands is saying that you have passion and creativity leading you forward. The Nine of Wands is saying that everybody else's knowledge and understanding and their worldly wisdom is getting in the way of your truth. It is. But you are taking this wand that you are using to hold on to, that you're using to prop yourself up. And now you're using it to move you forward, to walk with, to guide you. You're using your passion to get you to where it is that you want to be. And it is exciting and it is beautiful. Because the Nine of Wands is like, enough is enough. Everybody has the answer. If they had all the answers in the world, wouldn't they have the most lovely life? Wouldn't they be the happiest that they could possibly be? Wouldn't there be a sense of success and fulfillment around them? Is there? Then why do you put them above you? The Page of Wands is also a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Right? Passion around you. You can be working with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you are also seeing yourself being a student of where it is that you want to be, and you need to block out the chaos of the world, what everybody else expects of you, and do something absolutely crazy. Do something that speaks to your heart, your soul, and yourself. Now you have the repeat of the number 9 here. You're coming to the end of a cycle. Okay? You are. You're coming to the end of it, and you can feel it, and you're tired. You're tired. Why? Because you've been through a war. You have the repeat of the number 4 right here. So you're charging forward. You are a knight. You've been through a war, and then you get to celebrate. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. But you need to take care of you, because you're going to have a tendency to burn the candle at both ends and sit there and say, well, I never see any results anyway. Success is for everybody else. That's not true. There's going to be here a mental headspace that you get into, all right, that's going to make you think, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's too much. I've been working towards success my whole entire life, and it comes to everybody but me. That's why you have the Hermit. Virgo time frame. August 23rd to September 22nd. Turn inward. Follow your light. Let, again, your passion lead you forward. You can give up on yourself. You can. And there are so many people in this world that do. And the reason why I'm here doing what I do is because I do not want you to give up on you. I want people to see the light of Spirit shining within them and move forward in that truth. Right? Because Spirit is with you. I care about the emotions of this world, and the emotions of this world are sad, hurt, and people are broken. Here, turn inward. Turn inward. Look at your light. You have a talent. You might not think it's a talent because it will not get you on the red carpet. It will not get hundreds of thousands of people knowing your name. But who the heck cares? You're not living for everybody else. And actually, if you do not live for everybody else's approval, but you live for the approval of your soul and yourself, for the ones that you love the most, you're going to find that you move in greatness. And you move towards greatness because Spirit's arms are wide open to you, and you feel that intuition, and you can fly higher than you ever expected. This leads you to celebrating yourself. The Six of Wands, celebration, happiness, joy, success. Celebrate you. We are so quick to berate ourselves. Oh, you should have done that better. When we fail, oh man, you should have known the answer. You should have gotten that promotion, not that person. If only you worked harder, if only you were this, if only you were that. Stop. Celebrate your successes. Celebrate your happinesses. Celebrate your joys. Celebrate everything that you have done well that day. Especially if you are one of those people here who wants to start their own business, there's going to be nobody to celebrate you. And that makes it really hard. There's going to be nobody who tells you do a good job. You have to do that for yourself. And that's where the Six of Wands comes in. And even if you don't want to work for yourself, you're like, Dane, I don't need that burden. The Six of Wands is saying that you might have a boss that says, well, do that better. Instead of, wow, look at everything that you've done really, really well. Celebrate you. Say, you know what? I set up that arrangement absolutely beautifully. I worked with that customer absolutely amazingly. Okay? I did this, I did that, and I have done a really good job. And keep that in your head. If you need to write down the successes that you do, okay, on your lunch break for the first half of the day, and then before you go home from work for the last half of the day, do so. And they can be really little, but they add up and they make you feel good about yourself. Keep a notebook, keep a tab in your phone. But it's time to celebrate, to move forward in success, because what you have here is you have love, joy, happiness, a marriage of self that moves forward to bliss, and you have a conquering of the negativity of others, a having that wall between you and the outside world, and saying, this is my time, because you're tired, And you need to celebrate to get to that happiness. You need to embrace your joy. You need to know that yes, life has its ups and its downs, its lefts and its rights, and it is absolutely the most overwhelming thing we ever go through. That's living. And I love the quote by Katharine Hepburn. If you've listened to me before, you know it, okay? Because I say it often. And she said, living is the hardest thing we ever do. After all, it kills you. Remember that. If it was hard for a golden age Hollywood star, then it can be hard for everybody else. Right? If it is hard for somebody who literally had thousands knowing her name and sold out movie theaters, then it can be hard for everybody else. Because here there's richness and there's joy and there's prosperity, and divinity is waiting for you. Your spirit guide is waiting for you to ring the bell and say, I am worthy of this. I am enough. I am enough. I have that on my phone. It might sound really silly, okay? But I have an alarm on my phone. I set it every single day to tell me that I am enough. Because sometimes I forget. And I just think of everything that needs to be done, everybody who needs me, every single million different ways that I am pulled. And that's what the Five of Pentacles is saying. You feel outside of success, outside of prosperity. You do not feel like enough. I am enough. Believe it. Because when you first hear it, when you first start to say it to yourself, you're not going to. And you're going to think, I'm just not. If you knew me, Dane, you would see that I am not. And I am telling you that it does not matter how much you have messed up, how, harshly you look at yourself. It's time to change all that. And it's time to walk through the door of prosperity to success, because you have been through a war. And you might say, Dane, I have not been through a war. But you have. It is simply the war of living. You have had your heart broken. You have lost, okay? You have been told off by people. You have felt horrible about yourself at times. Everybody has. And I love how the 5 digresses to the 4, okay? Prosperity, success, feeling outside of it. Why? Because you've been through so many battles. And it's like, I cannot go through more. Yes, you can. Life is a battle. You will be going through more. And I know that's not what you want to hear, and you probably turned off this video and said, thanks a lot, Dane, goodbye. And that's okay. Because here, it's saying, look at everything that you have been through. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the 4 of Swords is depicted by a coffin with 4 swords above it. Right? Because in medieval times, when knights came back from war, they would lay in their coffins that they had made for them and think of all the ways they should not have come back. And that's what we need to do sometimes. In order to celebrate yourself, in order to see the light that shines through you, towards you and for you, you need to see all the battles that you have been through. Everything that you have lost, everything that you have overcome. Even if it's small, who the heck cares? You hear people who've made it talk about how when they were 16 years old, they bagged groceries. That was their first job. That's where they started. They don't tell you, that their father also was a millionaire. No, they bagged groceries because they were told they had to go out and get a job. Look at what you have done. And if they can sit there and say, wow, that was really hard, look at how well I did. Look at the struggles that you have been through without any big backing to you. And look at where you are. It might not be where you want to be, but you are getting to where it is that you want to be by going through what you don't want, by seeing yourself in a way that pushes you to realize your potential and your greatness, to be married to yourself towards success, to change the narration in your mind, to look inward and say, wow, I can do this, because here, this is your career changing. But if you listen to everybody else's words, everybody else's, answers, you won't find yours. Because they're still looking for theirs. And it's much easier to micromanage somebody else than it is to look at your own life and say, wow, this is what I need to do. I know that I'm on the outside looking in. So that's what people do. Now it's time to embrace your passion, to be a student of what you desire, to look at things, because you have the capacity for learning here that is amazing, that is inspiring. It does not mean you are going to be a great scholar. It means that when you look at things and when you seek answers, you will find them, because you're opening yourself up to spirit. You're opening yourself up to greater guidance. Now let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aquarius. Spirit guide. Message for Aquarius, money and career. Spirit guide 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 message for Aquarius, money and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. There we go. And I'm just going to lay these out quietly. All right. This is one of my favorite cards, the White Raven Spirit, and I love that you have it here. All right, that with the Horse Spirit, I just thoroughly enjoy. So here we have the Electric Eel Spirit right at your heart. It says, bring your ideas to life. And isn't that what she's doing? I mean, isn't that what the Page of Cups is doing? She has her ideas, she has her emotional truth, and she's pouring it into her cup. She's filling up her cup with her ideas, with her understanding, and she can even be, feeding these fish with it. So here, you need to express your ideas. You need to express what it is that you want for yourself, Aquarius, to move you forward, because greatness comes and greatness calls. Right? So do not think, oh, what I'm thinking is stupid, and if I tell my boss, if your boss asks you, okay, what Spirit is saying is that if you're having a meeting or, a bit of a get-together, not a get-together, but everybody gets together, a meeting, yeah, or a team-building exercise or something to that effect is what I'm seeing here, right? And I'm seeing, it can be, for some of you, it's very informal, all right? But what I'm seeing is that if you're asked to share your ideas, share them. Don't think, oh, I can't possibly speak out. I can't possibly say what I need to say. You can. You can, because you're going to help things move along, move forward. And then we have the Flamingo Spirit, which says, embrace the in-between. Right? Embrace what's in between you. What's in between your ribcage, what's in between your essence of self. That's your soul. We look at our bodies and we say we are our bodies, but we're not our bodies, we are our souls. And our souls house our bodies. Look at the in-between. Look at your emotional truth. Look at what you're seeing. And remember, what I love about the flamingo card is it says embrace the in-between, but also know that a flamingo is naturally white. Because of the fish that it eats, it turns pink. What you put into yourself is what you're going to get and what you're going to be married to. Negativity, anger, frustration, depression. It doesn't mean you can't come out of it, but if you keep on feeding that to yourself, it will build it greater. Success, prosperity, I am great, I am enough, I am prosperous, I am bountiful, I know my path, even if you have no idea what your path is. I know my truth, I live my truth, I live in happiness, I live in prosperity, I have the best job in the world, right? I am successful, I am contented. That's what's in between, that's what you're feeding yourself. It will radiate out, and it will be what you are married to. Also know, new job opportunities, moving house can definitely be something that is here, okay? That you can manifest into your life and that can move you forward. The horse spirit. Freedom is yours. And I love that you have the horse here, the freedom, and then you have you riding forward into freedom, into action, into being the white knight, the saving the day, the purity of intention. Now you ride forward. Now you move forward. And you embrace the freedom that you want. You take action. And this leads you to the grasshopper spirit, which says, take a leap of faith, act. Take a leap of faith. Go after what it is that you want. Leap and you will find. Think it through. Don't just go for it. Don't act rashly. Think it through, and then you will find that as you move forward, as you go after what you want, okay, as you take those steps, change starts to happen a lot easier. And it happens in the realm of your career. It happens in the realm of your creativity and your passion and your drive for success. Then we have the dolphin spirit, which says this and that are true. As you embrace your potential and prosperity, as you look at the passion of yourself moving forward, this and that are true. You're going to find conflicting things about yourself to be true. You're going to find conflicting drives to be true, and you're going to need to learn, and that's what you're learning here, how to balance yourself and how to move yourself forward. In your passion, in your creativity, you're seeing how the puzzle fits together. Then we have the dove spirit, which says, be peace. Be peace around all this chaos. Be peace, be centered within the storm, because that will lead you to the lion spirit. As you turn inward, as you look at your light, as you look at your passion, be generous of spirit for yourself, for your joy. Be brave. See what it is that you don't want to see. There's always something about ourselves that we have hidden away. There's always something about us that we think, oh my gosh, do I want to see it? Is that my truth? Is that how I want to be defined? So here, be generous of spirit when you look at yourself, when you look at your flaws. But look, because there's something that is holding you back. There's some fear that is keeping you from celebrating yourself, from moving yourself forward, from going after what you desire. Trust in the magic. Trust. And now when I say magic, for me, what I think of is not hocus pocus, okay? But it is knowing that the God's head lives inside you. And knowing that you have that connection to divinity to move forward in success and prosperity and beauty, and to start celebrating yourself instead of putting yourself down. Why? Because we see from the 9 of Wands right here, where you're told to be peace, that the world is going to be more than willing to tell you every single thing that you've done wrong, every single way you shouldn't succeed. Now it's time to move forward in celebration. See your magic. Trust the magic. It will bring you peace. It will make you peace. And it will help you embrace the in-between. It will help you embrace your passion, your desire, and the way that you want to move forward. Then we have the vulture spirit, which says nothing is wasted. And this is brilliant on top of the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles here is looking out, having the wealth behind you, being afraid to ring that doorbell, being afraid to go after the prosperity, feeling like a pauper, feeling like an onlooker. Nothing is wasted, though. These feelings that you are going through, this time that you are going through of lack and feeling overwhelmed, is going to be your greatest ally as you move forward to success. Why? Because it's embracing you with a passion that is unbelievable. All right? And it's also embracing you with a compassion that moves you forward. Your passion will be your driving force. Your compassion will be your balancing center. And you will find that you achieve more because of everything that you have been through and because you have worked so hard for it and been so driven towards it. And you've never given up on you. That's the key. Watch your words, because you have been through a war, and you don't need to be living one over and over again in your mind. Watch what you speak over yourself. Watch what you speak into life, because the power of our words are based off of our emotions. Right? How we feel is how we speak. If you ever notice when somebody is really upset, okay, or they fall into a bit of a depression, their words start to become very different. Watch your words, because your words can pull you out of the darkness. Your words can help you rest and heal, or your words can keep you in there. Then, with the grasshopper spirit, by watching your words, you take that leap of faith, and you embrace the in-between. Your subconscious message for your fairy guidance cards is compassion. This says, by widening your circle of compassion for all nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. Be compassionate for the earth. Focus on your breathing. Focus on what you're taking in and what you give out, what then comes to you. will be even greater because your heart is pure and centered. It doesn't have to be a pure heart. I don't want you to think you have to be kind of like Snow White or anything like that, because that's a bit ridiculous. But what I do see here is that it makes you a person of peace. You become peace. And even if, you are as tough as nails, you are as driven as can be, you are going to achieve and achieve, the compassion will shine through. And the compassion will be what people see in you. Excuse me. Then your subconscious message for your Witchling cards is patience. It says, nurture the seeds of patience and reap the rewards of personal achievement. Be patient. Rome was not built in a day. It did not fall in a day. Be patient with what you are building. Then your subconscious message with your spirit guidance cards, your animal guidance cards, is the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Your spirit guide, as you're moving towards, see how he's crowned here, as or she, however you want to see it, as you're moving towards your prosperity, as you're moving towards your success, Spirit has your back. You are not in this alone. Know that truth and embrace that truth. And call on Spirit when you need help. If you are completely overwhelmed and you are at work, take a break, right? And I don't mean literally just walk out and take a break, because you can't do that, or most people can't. So excuse yourself, go to the restroom. If you need to, splash some cold water on your face. Breathe for a moment while looking yourself in the eye. Don't say it out loud because you might be self-conscious. You can say it out loud if you want to and you know the restroom is empty. But say, I am enough. I got this. I am enough. I've got this. Or just, I am enough. And see. You could do, then, if you're paralyzed and you're really doubting yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go, do. Go after what it is that you want. And know that Spirit has your back. But hear that I am enough, because that will calm you. If you're panicking, start counting numbers out of order that will center your mind. All right? And then listen to what your thoughts are saying. But it's that little whisper of a thought. Not the negative one. Not the one that's telling you can't do it. But that one that's giving you ideas and giving you insight. This then leads you to the Death card. This is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st, a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. For this whole entire reading, your subconscious message is that you are being reborn. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes. You know what it is that you need to do. You know where it is that you need to be. You need to connect with Spirit, because Spirit always has your back and will be moving you forward to prosperity you could only have imagined. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It has been absolutely a joy to be able to bring this to you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and I love you all. Bye.